Good morning, Facebook. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. Get started. Hopefully everyone is having a beautiful Sunday morning. Good morning. My name is Farah, and I'll be instructing this gentle yoga practice with you guys. So let's just settle in and we'll get started. So I recommend everyone sitting comfortable, cross-legged or spaced out, whatever feels really comfortable for you today. We're going to be here for a moment. If you need a blanket or a bolster or anything like that to kind of prop yourself up so that you can be off your sitting bones and sit nice and tall in order to center in, then that is awesome too. All right. Making sure our sound's okay this morning. You can hear me okay? Okay. Maybe we got some connection error or something going on this morning. I apologize, guys. All right, so we'll try and get started. Sitting upright, nice and tall, straight spine. Shoulders, we're going to shrug them up and then bring them back so that our chest is shining forward and our hands are on our knees here, ready to receive and give this morning. And then we're going to slightly tuck in the chin to the chest. We're going to close our eyes as we center in for our practice. Not doing anything yet, just taking this time to be in the present moment. To let go of any distractions that may be going on around us or anything that we might be dealing with this morning. Just allow for this time and opportunity to lay that down here at the mat. Taking a moment now to do a mental scan of the body, noticing what's going on inside, noticing our heartbeat, the rhythm of our breath, noticing any areas in the body that are holding tension and that need space. Just being here in this moment. And with awareness, we're going to slowly draw in the breath through our nose. Big breath in through the nose, noticing the lungs as they expand and fill. Holding our breath and exhaling it out the mouth. Vocalizing our breath as we tighten down through the core, emptying out each and every ounce of breath. I'm going to do about 5 of those this morning. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath and exhale it out the mouth. Letting go of whatever doesn't serve you with each exhale. Inhale. And let it go. Another big deep breath in. Hold the breath. And let it out. Let's do one more. Inhale. Hold the breath for 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Continuing to breathe now in and out through our nose. Taking this time now to set an intention for our practice, what we're hoping to seek from doing this practice this morning, whether it's space, whether it's just to let go and to be in the moment, whether it's to create strength and stability in our bodies, bring balance back to our bodies this morning. And as always, I encourage everyone to take this time as well to focus on gratitude and centering the mind around gratitude as you breathe in and out. Being grateful for waking up this morning, for a nice warm bed to sleep in, for food in our bellies, for all that we have been blessed with this morning. Just take this time. We tend to focus on the negative throughout the day, so let's start our morning off right. Continuing to breathe in and out. If you have a scripture or phrase or mantra you would like to focus on today, you can go ahead and do so. Continuing to breathe in and out as we center for our practice today. And with awareness, we're going to take another big deep breath in through the nose and out the mouth. Another big inhale. Hold the breath. And then slowly, as you exhale, lower the chin to the chest, and letting out the air. Bowing our heads. Possibly shaking it from side to side gently, yes or no. Just creating some natural movement in the neck. Continuing to breathe in and out. And then on the next inhale, we'll slowly draw the head back up through center, filling the lungs. And then allowing for the gaze to come all the way up towards the sky and exhale it out. Another full breath in. We slowly bring the head back through center. And let it out. Wiggling our fingertips, drawing our arms up towards the sky. Big stretch of the spine. Full breath here. Taking note of how this feels. Let out that air. Another big deep breath in. Drawing the hands together to meet at the heart. Bowing the head in gratitude. Another moment of gratitude. Full deep breath in and out. Inhale the arms back up overhead. Full breath in. Dropping the elbows behind us, allowing for the chest to open. Full breath here. Noticing how this feels. Noticing the shoulders. If this is difficult for you this morning, go ahead and just take a couple deep extra breaths here in this position. Sending a little extra air to those areas that might be extra tight. From here, we're going to take our left hand, and we're going to drop it down to the mat. Extend our right arm up to the sky. Your eyes can remain closed if you want to stay centered, or you can open them. Full breath here. The gaze is up towards the hand. Fill the lungs here, walking the fingertips out just a couple steps, and then gently hinging over towards the left side body. Noticing the stretch in the side, on the right side, and then sending oxygen to this area. Our chest isn't collapsed down, our arm is not in front of us, rather the arm is behind the head, the chest is shining forward. Full breath in and out. Let's create some flow, gentle flow this morning. Inhale, reaching back up through center, filling the lungs once again. And then exhale, dropping it back down. Inhale, rise, breathe in, and exhale it down. Possibly finding a little bit more space along the way with each inhale and exhale motion. Breathe in, come all the way up. Both hands go back up. The gaze is up. Dropping the right hand down on the mat, walking the fingertips out. Full breath in. And exhaling it down. Mirroring whatever we just did on the opposite side. Creating balance on both sides of the body. Inhale, rise. And exhale, dropping it back down. Noticing the differences between the left and the right side. Inhale, rise. Fill the lungs. And exhale it back down. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Let's do one more and sink it down. Full breath all the way back up. Both arms are up to the sky. We're going to reach behind as if we're holding a ball behind our head and our gaze is upward. If this is too much for the neck, just bring the neck down forward, tuck it down to the chest a little bit. Listening to our bodies. Breathing in and out here. Full breath. And on our exhale, we're going to slowly draw the hands in front of us. If this is good for you, just stay right here. If you want to take it a little further, walk the hands out step by step, taking mental note of what's going on in the lower back and in the legs so that we're not hurting ourselves here. You can bow the head here. Breathing in and out here. If it's in your practice, you can come down to your forearms. If you need to widen your stance, you can do so. Just settle in for about 3 to 4 breaths. Taking another moment now for some more gratitude or revert back to our scripture, mantra, or phrase. Allowing for the mind to focus. Allowing to stay with the breath. Be in the present moment. Don't worry about what we have to do later. Breathing in and out. Last breath, big deep breath. And let it go. And we'll slowly walk our hands back up, coming up nice and slow. Back to center, where we began our practice this morning. Rolling the shoulders back again, another full breath. You can create some circles with our shoulders, loosening them. And And then taking it in the opposite direction. So bringing the shoulders forward and down. And then back up through the back. And you want to do about 3 circle motions. And then coming back through center. Awesome. So then we're going to extend our arms straight out in front as if we're holding a ball again. We're going to take a big deep breath here. Fill the lungs. And then as we exhale, we'll slowly rotate over towards the left side, letting out the air. And stopping when we have no more breath. Slowly coming back through center, breathing in. And then exhaling out the other side. Full breath, nice and slow with this. The slower the better. Let's do one more rotation. Inhale through center. And exhale it out. Maybe noticing a little bit more space with each rotation. And then back through center. Inhale the arms up. And exhale them together. Hands meet. Come down. Let it out. Awesome. So we're going to now come to our backs all the way down, flat on the mat. So taking your time to get down. We're going to start flat on our backs. Our soles of our feet are on the mat. From here, we're going to extend the right foot up to the sky. From there, you're going to clasp behind the right leg here. And we're going to slowly begin to just flex and rotate out our ankles. Some minor movement of the ankle here. Remembering to stay with our breath. Continuing to breathe. After you're done flexing and rotating out the ankle, we're going to slowly bend the knee down and then extend it back up. So this motion will inhale, lift the leg up, and then exhale, bend it. Let's do one more. Inhale the leg up. You can flex and rotate out the ankle at the same time, and then bend the knee down. And once we're back up with our foot pointed down, we're going to bend the knee, and then just allow it to fall open to the side here. Let's take 2 breaths here. Big deep breaths. One more breath. And then we'll slowly guide that leg back up and put the sole of the feet back onto the mat. Left side, left leg goes up. We clasp behind for support. We flex and we rotate out the ankle. Breathing in and out. And when you're ready, you can start bending the knee and straightening. About 3 to 4 of those. And on our next one, we'll meet in the sky, bend the knee, and then allow the leg to gently fall open towards the side. 2 breaths here. Another big deep breath. Taking that leg, closing it like a book. Soles of the feet are both on the mat. Now we're going to cross over the right foot and allow the ankle to rest on the left knee. Here you should create a figure 4. If this is comfortable for you right here, that's great. If I encourage you to want to take this a little deeper into a little bit more of a stretch, you can just lift that other foot off the ground, and that's good too. If you want to take it a step further than that, and that's in your practice, you can clasp behind the left leg and hold. About 3 to 4 breaths here. This should feel comfortable. It should feel more like a stretch and not like it's hurting. So I definitely encourage you to stay in tune with your body and listen to whatever it's telling you. Your neck and your shoulders should be relaxed on the mat. Another big deep breath. Last big deep breath. Another inhale. And then on our exhale, we'll release our hands, our clasp, lower our leg back down, let it out. Unwind the legs and then sway the knees from side to side as if they're windshield wiper blades. This is great for the lower back. And then when you're ready, we'll just take it to the other side. The left leg crosses. Mirroring whatever you did. Finding your shape this morning and then syncing with your breath. 3 to 4 breaths. Noticing what's going on each side of the body. If one side was more open than the other, you can hang out there for a little bit longer if it needs a little bit more of your attention. And just breathe in and out. And when you're ready, you can unwind and windshield wiper them out. Lowering down the leg. And then when you're ready, you can just send both legs out straight. And then we're going to start on the right side. We're going to take that knee, draw it in, take our hands, clasp on top of the knee. And if this is good for you, just stay right here. If you feel this being a stretch, just breathe here through this. For those who want to take it a little step further, you breathe in here. And then as you exhale, you slowly just draw in the knee just a little bit to the chest. Be very mindful here. Letting out your air. You inhale, release your squeeze, you fill the lungs. And then you exhale it back in. letting out your air. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale. And exhale, draw it back in. Inhale. And draw it in. From here, we're going to take our right hand holding onto the knee, and we're going to create little tiny circles off to the side. These are very minor circles here to open up the hips. So be very mindful and very gentle here. Breathing in and out as you create little circles. When you've done about 3 to 4 circles on one side, you'll counter that, taking it in the opposite direction and doing about 3 to 4 circles on that side. Staying with our breath, staying in the present moment. And then when you're ready here, you can send that leg straight out long. Moving over now to the left side, clasping on top of that knee with both hands. Full breath in, and exhale it out. Release your squeeze, inhale, and draw it back in. Inhale, and squeeze it back in. The last one. Taking our left hand now on top of the left knee, creating our circles off to the side. And countering that in the opposite direction, breathing in and out. And then sending out that leg long when you're ready. Nice and slow. From here, we're going to draw in the right knee, clasping behind one more time, or on top. Full breath here. And on our exhale, we're going to take our left hand, put it on the outside of our knee, and then we're going to slowly guide that knee over towards the left side. And then extending out the right arm and gazing over that right shoulder. Supine twist here. So the upper body is going in one direction and the lower half is going in the opposite direction. And I would encourage you to stay here for about 3 to 4 breaths. This is an awesome little twist for the lower back. Bracing any pops that might come along the way. Then you can close your eyes here. Centering back into your intention. Breathing in and out. One more deep breath. And on our next inhale, we'll slowly come back through center, unwind the leg, and send it straight out long. Taking now the left knee in, drawing it in, breathe in, and exhale, guiding it over towards the right side, and then extending out the left hand and gazing over the left shoulder. 3 to 4 breaths. Last breath in. And slowly let it out. Unwinding, inhale, and coming back through center. And sending it out long. From here, we're going to just take both of our hands above our heads. Inhale, and then exhale, and just bring them above the head. And we're going to lay here for 2 to 3 breaths, pointing our toes down towards the mat or towards the opposite. Really creating a really long spine. Breathe in nice and deep. And letting out that air. One more big deep breath. And let it out. Taking our hands back up, bringing them alongside. Sending both of our legs up to the sky for a waterfall here, allowing for the blood flow to come down. And you can just create some motions with your ankles and feet if you like. Breathing in and out, engaging the core. A few more breaths here in waterfall. And this is a really good exercise to do against the wall. You can allow for your legs to be straight up onto the wall, and I'll use that as support as well. And on your next breath, you'll inhale, drawing the knees down, clasping both of your hands together around both of your knees, as if you're like a little ball here. And I would just encourage you to sway a little bit from side to side. Breathing in and out. Then we're going to roll over to one side. And then use our free hand, push ourselves back up, and come to a seated position with the legs straight out in front. I'll give you a moment to get here. From here, we're going to readjust ourselves and our seated bones. Stacking up, straight spine. We're going to have a micro bend in our knees here. This is more going to be for the lower back. So we'll inhale, rising the arms up, fill your lungs, and then exhale, hinging forward. Now your hinge may be different from mine. You may be on your shins. You may be at your toes. You may be grabbing your feet, giving them a little rub down while you're here. The neck is bowed. And again, there's play in the knees. And we're going to breathe about 3 to 4 breaths here. Nice, long, deep breaths. Another big, deep breath in and out. And on our next inhale, we're going to slowly stack each vertebrae at a time, drawing in our hands as they glide up our shins, shrugging up our shoulders to our ears, inhaling and exhaling it down the back, allowing for our hands to come behind us as kickstands. And the blades of the shoulders should be somewhat touching. The chest is open and the gaze is upward. Allowing for the throat to open as well. May we speak our truth. May our hearts be open. Breathing in and out. 2 more deep breaths here. Noticing how this position feels, if it's difficult for you or not. And if it is, just hang out a little bit longer. Taking the neck, tucking the chin to the chest here. Another deep breath here. And then let it out. Walking the hands back up. Coming to where we started. We're now going to start with our left leg, and we're going to just cross it over the right. So from here, if this is good for you, that's great. If you want to take it up a notch, you could take the right leg and kind of wrap it around the back. Whichever is right for you today. But from there, you want to inhale the arms up, taking the left elbow, dropping it down on the left leg, and then allowing for the right hand to come down as a kickstand. Our gaze will be over the right shoulder. And we'll take a full deep breath here. And I'm going to twist a little bit just so you guys can see what I've got going on here. So this is how this position should look. And let's hang out here for about 3 breaths. One more big deep breath in and out. And then on the next inhale, fill the lungs. And then hold that breath as we rotate all the way around to the other side and just blow it out. Awesome. So we're going to unwind this, sending this leg out long. And then untwist until your both legs are out straight. Alright, so now we're going to take it over to the opposite side, crossing over the right leg over the left, wrapping the left leg around if that was you. The arms go up overhead, filling the lungs, dropping the right elbow, and then the left hand is the kickstand. We're gazing over that shoulder and breathing 3 breaths. And on our next breath, we'll fill the lungs. Nice and deep. Hold that breath and then unwind, rotating it out and blow it out the other side. Unwinding our legs and sending them out long. You can take some time to sway them from side to side if you want. Adjust yourself here. And then we're going to swoop both of them around. I'm going to come around this way. We're going to come to a tabletop. We're going to gaze in between, making sure that our knees are hip distance apart and that we can't see our toes and all that stuff stacked on top of each other. We're going to do a few cat-cows. So from here, we're going to inhale at tabletop, full breath in and out. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to inhale, dropping the belly towards the mat, gazing upward to the sky, and we'll breathe in. On our exhale, we'll round, gazing down at our navel, engaging our core, and letting out the air. So take this on your own, about 4 or 5 of these, inhaling up, dropping the belly, and then exhale, rounding out the spine, gazing down. That's 2. And 3. Last one. And let it out. Then we tightening down to that core, emptying out all your air here, and then coming back through table. So from here, we're going to touch our bottom to each heel. So we'll inhale, dropping down, touching the right heel, swooping around in a circular motion and coming over towards the left. Just breathing in and out here, creating little tiny circles or half circles. If you want to extend your arms out a little forward, taking a step out, making this a little bit deeper, swooping up a little forward with the hips, you can do that too. And then coming back through center. So from here, there's 2 options you can do. You can take your feet, bring them together, and then you can bring your bottom back and rest on both of your heels, reaching up with your hands, and then allowing the forehead to come down. Or you can take your toes and touch them together, bring your knees to the outer corners of the mat for a little bit more of a hip opener. And then bringing your hands forward, dropping the hips back. I prefer this one. It's more comfortable for me. So let's just sink in here for about 4 to 5 breaths, allowing for the forehead to come to the mat. The arms and forearms are resting on the mat. Sinking with our breath. Focusing on our intention for our practice. Focusing on gratitude. Breathing in and out. Another big deep breath in. Let it out. And on our next inhale, we'll slowly come back up off the ground, back to our tabletop, drawing in our hands, closing up our feet. Re-squaring. Our gaze will be forward. We're going to extend our right arm out in front. If this is great for you, then stay right here. If you'd like to kick it up a notch, I recommend curling your toes under, shifting your weight over towards the right, and extending out the left leg. So we have opposite limbs extended. Our gaze is forward on a single object. That's non-movement. And we are sinking back up with our breath. You might want to rotate out your wrists or your ankles, whatever feels right. It's your practice, breathing in and out. Two more big deep breaths here. And then slowly bring them back both to the mat. Readjusting, shifting over, extending out the left hand, mirroring whatever we did on the opposite side. The right foot goes out. Our gaze is forward at our non-moving object for stability. And we're sinking with our breath. One more big deep breath in. And let it out. Lower the hands down. Bring in the feet. So from here, we're just going to gently step our hands out one at a time. Our arm creases are shining forward at the front. You might not be able to see mine. And then we're going to curl our toes under. And just we're going to gently lift up with our knees off of the mat. This is very minor here. Breathing in and out. The weight is in our palms, as if we're going to spring forward like a frog. Noticing the thighs and how they feel here, if this is difficult or not. Breathing in and out, and lower them down. So from here, we're going to come all the way up to the downward dog. Should be in the shape of an A. And you can be on your toes here, breathing in and out. And one at a time, we're going to slowly press one heel down to the mat. Lifting up that heel and then coming over to the other heel and dropping it down. As if you're going to walk your dog out. Pedaling out the feet. Noticing how this feels in your calves. And breathing in and out here. And when you're ready, we're going to allow the weight to shift to our left foot and extend out our right leg straight out in front, behind you, I guess. Full breath in and out. And then on your next inhale, you'll breathe in. And then you'll slowly bring in this knee and allow it to come down for a half pigeon. So be very mindful here in pigeon. We want to be stacked. So if you need to draw in the heel closer to the body, you can do so. The goal is to have the leg long way with the front of the mat, but a lot of people aren't there and I'm not there, so it's perfectly fine to draw it in closer. We're going to be up on our palms here. Our gaze is forward. We're being mindful. And if this is good for you, you can hang out right here. If you'd like to come down to your forearms, you can do so. And we're just going to rest here for about 3 to 4 deep breaths. Always taking another moment to center on our gratitude, finding another thing to be thankful for today. Being in the present moment. When we're in the present moment, it allows for all the stress and worries to fade away. When we focus on the past, we can become depressed. We focus on the future too much, we can bring anxiety. So just be here with your body in this moment. Shooting down the mind chatter as it comes in. Reverting back to the breath. Reverting back to your phrase or your mantra or scripture. Mine this morning that I chose was, be still and know that I am God. And it's exactly what we're going to do today, is just be in the stillness and know that we are safe here. Breathing in and out. Submitting all of our cares and worries and the things that we cannot change. Leaving it here on the mat. Another big deep breath in and out. Letting it go. Coming back up onto our hands if that's you. Now that we're all here, curling under the back toes, we're going to lift and then bring the leg back out to the downward dog. Walking and pedaling out the feet one more time, noticing the difference in the space that you just created for yourself. Breathing in and out. Inhale, extending out the left leg straight. Full breath. And exhale it down, allowing for that leg to come down. Noticing the different sides here. My left is always more open and aligned than my right. And that's okay. I just need to spend more time on my right. So again, taking our shape here. We're going to come down. If that was you before, we want to always try and create equal balance on both sides. Sinking back into the position, making sure we're stacked over our body here. Drawing in our heels if we need to. This should feel comfortable, but yet like a stretch. Shouldn't hurt. Sinking back up with our breath, sinking back up with our intentions. Breathing in and out. A few big deep breaths here. Another big deep breath in and out. And on our next breath, we'll slowly come back up onto our hands, inhaling up, letting it out, curling under our back toes. Inhale, lift, pressing up with our hands and bringing that foot back out. Pedaling out one last time. And then from here, we're going to slowly walk our feet to meet our hands. And we're going to meet in the forward fold position. So in the forward fold, you want to micro bend in the knees. You want your feet to be hip distance apart. And what you're going to do is you're just going to allow for the upper body to just dangle down. Our knees aren't locked up here. Again, this is another lower back stretch. You can find yourself swaying, ragdoll, just hanging. About 3 to 4 breaths here again. You can clasp onto your elbows. You can allow your hands to free fall. Whatever feels good for you today. Big deep breaths. One final big deep breath here and forward fold. Then we're going to slowly, on our next inhale, bring it to a half lift, but we're going to take our time to get there because we're upside down. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands to our thighs, slowly lift the upper body, straight spine, gazing forward, and allowing the blood flow to come down. You don't ever want to come up too fast, right? It's dangerous. So we're going to inhale and exhale here. And we're going to do another inhale. And this time we're going to drop it back down, a little sinking deeper. Let out that air, and then slowly drawing up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow stacking, taking our time, coming all the way up to mountain, shrugging our shoulders up and back and open. And now that we're here at mountain, hip distance apart, tucking in, shoulders are back and open. Full breath here at mountain, standing nice and tall. And from here, we're going to do a little counter stretch to that lovely forward fold, balling up our hands here. And then we're going to take them and put them on the lower back, tucking in our elbows too. So from here, you want to be hip distance apart. The shoulders are open, chest is open. And then you're going to slowly bumping the hips forward. And everybody's is going to look slightly different, and that's okay. We're going to breathe in and out here. Inhale, you can rise back straight, fill the lungs. And then exhale, slowly bumping the hips again forward, letting out the air. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale up. And exhale, bumping your hips forward. 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale it down. And then all the way up through center. Clasping the hands behind us. The blades are touching. We're going to step forward with our left foot, stepping back slightly with our right. From here, we're going to slowly hinge forward as we inhale and exhale it down. Micro bend in the knee, but make sure the knee doesn't bend too much to where it's passing your toes. Pyramid. The weight is being pressed into the front foot. All corners of the feet are pressing down into the mat. You can let go of your hands, allowing them to come down to frame your foot if that's you. And again, you can bend that knee to give that extra space. Breathing in and out here. Stepping back, half big step, I guess. And we're going to open our stance just slightly. And then from here, we're going to take both hands and we're going to put them on the other side of the left foot. So the left hand is down on you can be on the tips of your fingers or down flat on the mat, palm. And then we're going to slowly take our right arm and bring it upward. Breathing in and out here. Noticing how this feels. Taking that mental note of where your body needs to spend a little extra more time. And then windmill that arm back down. Bringing the left hand over. From here, we're going to take our back foot, step it upward to meet, back into the forward fold. Micro bend in the knees, give it the play. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale back down, forward fold. And then inhale, coming all the way back up to mountain. Arms above the head. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Stepping forward now with our right foot, stepping back with our left, back to the pyramid on the other side. So again, shoulders are back and open. You can clasp behind you. Full breath here. And on our next inhale, we'll slowly come down, micro bend in the knee. Coming down for 2 to 3 breaths. Pressing through with all corners of our feet. Breathing in and out here. Allowing for the hands to come down. Frame the foot. Can be on your fingertips here. Breathing in and out. Another big deep breath. Walking the hands over outside of that foot. On the tips of your right hand, you're going to allow the left hand to come up. Full breath here. Another big deep breath here. And then bring the arm back down. Allowing for both hands to frame the foot. Stepping the foot forward, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. And exhale the hands down all the way. The feet come all the way back. Dropping the knees nice and slow. Back at tabletop, we'll swoop the feet around back to our bottoms where we met. And we're going to bring it all the way down. Holding onto our knees and coming down to our mat. We're back at the mat, flat on our backs. We're going to give ourselves one final big hug here, clasping behind, rotating out the lower back. Swaying from side to side. And then we're going to send our feet straight out long. And from here, we'll have our palms open. And we're just going to sink down into the mat for the last few breaths, allowing for the body to relax, the hips to relax down into the mat, the shoulders, releasing any tension, getting nice and comfortable here. Allowing for our breath to fall into its natural rhythm. Exhaling out any final breath. Eyes are closed. Taking this time to go inward. And when you're ready, we'll just slowly begin to wiggle the toes and the fingertips here. Taking another deep breath in through the nose and out the nose. Slowly drawing in the knees. One final hug. And we'll meet on this side in the fetal tight position. Take another deep breath in through the nose and out the nose. Taking our free hand, pressing it down into the mat, lifting up off of the mat. Coming to a cross-legged position as we first met. Closing our eyes. Centering back in as we close out our practice. Sitting up nice and tall here. With awareness, we'll draw in our breath through our nose one final time. And exhale it out the mouth. One more final deep breath. And let it go. Reaching the arms up overhead, one final reach to the sky. Full breath in, hands meet together, exhale down, let it out. The head bows with gratitude. Taking this time for another moment to be grateful. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. As always, thank you so much for joining me for your yoga practice. I hope you guys enjoyed this class. It's always a pleasure for me to be able to guide you guys in yoga, so thank you for joining me. Some quick announcements before we go. We will be having laughter yoga this Sunday coming, I believe it's the 27th at 11 at the Gardens. So check in an RSVP for that event if you haven't done so already. And as always, we thank you guys so much for all your love and support and your continuous donations to help support our mission for free wellness for all. And I hope you guys have a beautiful week and an awesome Sunday, and we'll see you next time.